Following is a presentation of Razor Radio Sports.
Shake Broadcasting's Razor Radio Sports, WRZR FM Radio 94.5, your home for the Indianapolis Colts, Indiana Hoosiers, and the area's high school sports leader. Live on FM 94.5 and streaming worldwide at Razor945.com. This is high school football. North Davies Cougar football on Razor Radio Sports. Now, with live game coverage, the voice of Cougar football, Razor Radio Sports, Bruce Lucas and Jim Lilly.
And welcome, Cougar fans. We are at Washington tonight to start. Of course, North Davies has that this year, as they've been hanging on to it since about a year ago tonight, as they won that game 1 year ago. Final, and that was 22-10. Big game for them. A year ago to kick off their season, and they had a heck of a season. They did really well.
What a run they had last year. Yep.
Yeah, all the way to the final game of sectional play, and it was one we really looked at. They might just walk away with the sectional last year, but they did get hemmed up in that game by a very strong Providence team, and of course their final game of the regular season was a heartbreaking loss to Springs Valley. But wow, what a team in Springs Valley!
Yeah. It's just good, encouraging to see a strong finish like that. Now there's 322 high school teams that have football, and they're all looking tonight. Now, every coach is thinking that he has something or he's missing something, and this won't satisfy it tonight, but they'll at least get to see if, hey, yeah, we're on to something here.
Oh, sure. Yeah. It's great that, all over the state. Yeah. Tonight, football is king. All the teams, probably a handful, will start out actually tomorrow.
Yep.
But for the most part, all 300 and some teams are on the field tonight, right about now, getting ready to kick off and get underway.
Yeah, you're right. It's just something to imagine all through. And to be honest with you, we've opened this game for a while, and it's always been hot and humid, and they've had all the heat index warnings. But I don't think it's going to be an issue tonight. I mean,
not for us.
No, it never is for us. But to the other end, it will be warm on the players. But I meant that
sure.
That tremendous humidity, it's not there. And we see both teams are excited, and you haven't lost or you haven't won at this point, so everybody's feeling pretty confident about themselves.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. It is 83 degrees out here in Washington tonight as we are awaiting kickoff. We're about 8 minutes away, and both teams out on the field on their respective sidelines getting prepared for tonight's action. Got good crowds on both sides of the field, yes. But of course, like you said, this game is more than just two rivals. It's family, it's friends, yep. Both Davies County schools, so they do Washington's going to fill up the stands, and North Davies travels well to Washington.
Yeah, they really do. And, with the Highway 57 trophy that you mentioned, if you've never seen this very beautiful, beautiful helmet that's painted halfway. The Cougar has a Cougar paw, and on the other end it has the Washington hatchet. And, each team that wins it, it's literally setting on the Cougars bench, and it'll sit there this entire game. And if they have transferred, they will, but they'd like to put it back on the bus and take it back.
They'd like to take it back home.
Yeah.
But as you said, both these teams over the years have been so well matched with one another. That helmet has never found a proper home. It spends about a year either in Washington or up in North Davies, and then it comes right back to the other team.
Yeah. And the Highway 57, a lot of people may be wondering why. That was obviously before Interstate 69, might be named differently. But I can remember specifically when they were talking this up. They had not played each other for years and years. Then all of a sudden they agreed to play. And now it didn't always be the opening game. It used to be like the fourth game.
About the third, fourth game of the season, sure.
Yeah, now they've wisely put it as the opening game. And, I mean, all week these coaches have been talking about that helmet, right?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely, they have. And yeah, you and I, we've been out of the circle here for just a few years. For those of you who may be listening who still have a youngster who's playing, Jim and I were alongside the Cougars for well of a decade, and then stepped out for just a little bit. But coming back into it, their schedule has changed significantly. The teams they face now,
no question. You look down through there. I mean. Cloverdale, West Washington, we never had those teams back then.
Even Mitchell, no further away than Mitchell, Indiana is. It was a team we just didn't play. We really never saw them in postseason play at all. So it's kind of a fresh schedule. Pike Central's in there now to throw a 2A team in on them. Still see Eastern Green will be there in a couple of weeks. North Central, always a good game. And
always number 2 game. Right out of the
always
box,
number 2. And always a hard-fought game. Even last year when the Cougars had such a great year, they just put North Central away by a point.
Yeah, and if I recall, I think that was like literally a last play. Yeah, I think North Central was winning, and there was some fluke play there, and the Cougars come out on top. It was
a very tight game, which that game traditionally is a good fought battle between the two. And outside of that, North Davies had a very lopsided year last year. They outscored their opponents by nearly 300.
Oh, that's crazy. They were very solid, and I'm sure. I mean, they graduate some, obviously. Each team does, but the coaching staff's the same. The play calls the same. But you do plug in different players, and sometimes that can affect the game.
Absolutely, it can. Looks like North Davies has won the toss and declared to receive.
Yes, and speaking of teams, these even-numbered, the Cougars dressed 48 tonight. The Hatchet dressed 49. So even that way.
Very evenly matched.
Yeah.
Well, all right, Jim, we're just a few minutes away from game time. As we mentioned, North Davies will be receiving to start. We'll step aside for this break and be right back with Cougar Hatchet action. You're listening to Cougar Football on Razor Radio Sports. And welcome back to Hatchet Hollow, everybody. I'm Bruce Lukens along with Jim Lilly on this Friday night, opening night of the 2026 high school football season. The Cougars on the road to take on cross-county rival, the Hatchets.
2026. It's we're getting those numbers up there, buddy.
Aren't we now?
Yeah.
Aren't we now?
But, I'm sure both teams are very excited. We had a moment to honor those that have served our country in the service, and I'd like to take a moment to thank all of you that are listening who have served in any capacity, and I know you did, Bruce, and I appreciate all that.
Well, thanks for saying so, Jim. Appreciate it. All right, the Cougars coming in tonight. Coach Fine, over his tenure at Washington, has a 53% win average, and looking to add to that tonight. Long kick going to be taken by the Cougars. Will Boyd almost at the end zone, and he's bringing it back upfield. Across the 20, now approaching the 30 on the far sideline. Finally gets pushed out of bounds at about the 40.
Yeah, that was a well of a kick there, but he had a good return on it.
That was one step back, and he could have been in the end zone.
Yeah.
All right, so the Cougars with a nice return. Looks like he went out of bounds just a hair before I was able to identify the location. So he'll start back about the 32, 33, where they're going to place the ball.
Yeah, It looks like 33. I think you are correct.
Okay, so the ball's sitting squarely on the 33-yard line for the first play from scrimmage for the game. So the Cougars will start out.
A lot of nerves right now, buddy.
Oh, yeah, opening play of the game.
Everybody's guts tight. Yeah.
Everybody's wound up just waiting to see what's going to happen.
We got a little confusion going on.
Yeah, we still got an official right in the middle.
I think it's the game ball. They got it straightened out. They weren't happy with the game ball for some reason.
Okay. Well, I think they might have it squared away now as the officials step back into their respective positions. Okay, here we go. So the Cougars line up. Awaiting the snap, 1st and 10 from the 33. There goes the snap to Jason Jones, who will work at left side. Still working on a tackle out there, and he'll pick up first down yardage, as Jim mentioned, as he'll get pushed out of bounds. Let's see, at the 43-yard line, so a full 10.
Yeah, that's obviously the Cougars' first down, but that was quite a run there.
So Jason Jones, the senior quarterback, decides to keep it and scamper out on his own as he takes the snap from his center, Gentry Rollins, the junior. So they set up once again, 1st and 10 now from the 43-yard line. Cougars out of the shotgun.
Same play, Bruce.
Yeah, identical. Same play around the far side, and I'm not sure he got the full 10 that time. Well, I think he did make the 47-yard line, so he would have gotten the full 10. So they'll move the sticks.
2 carries, 2 first downs.
1 yards and 2 plays. That's beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
So Mr. Jones has some legs. He can move. He's a 5'10" senior, only 160 pounds. So he's able to amble out there. He's lightweight and
there was
able to move.
Yeah, no hesitation. He was running both plays.
Okay, we come set now on the Washington side of the field at the 47. Jones this time he'll make a quick pass underneath. It's not going to get anywhere as John Nidifer gets covered up right at the 50. So a loss of a few on that play.
Yeah, he ends up losing 2 yards.
Yeah, they'll put him back at the 49.
I like the misdirection, but Hatchets weren't fooled on that one.
No, they saw that play. They saw that developing, and John Nidifer just ran into a wall.
And it literally was. There was 2 Hatchets waiting on him.
So now, 2nd down and 12. Cougars out of shotgun. There's the handoff near side to Connor Combus. Combus still on his feet. He'll finally be taken down near.
He might have got another first down.
I think you're right. It looks like he's right on the 37-yard line. If that's the case, they will move the sticks, and that's where they're going. So they pick up another first down. Again, Connor Combus, the senior, on the scamper on that. So the Cougars, all but one minor setback, have been pushing downfield steadily since kickoff.
Yep. They sure have, and they a whole different look. The Cougars in the past been kind of open and throwing, and now we've had all runs every play.
Couple minutes off the clock. 1st and 10 now from the 37. Handoff this time goes the other way to Campbell Whitmer. Whitmer looking far side, finally turns, just about loses his footing, gets back up, and then is carried out of bounds far side at about the 32-yard line.
Still a very good gain. He got about 5 full yards.
Yeah, he picked up an easy 5. I say easy. It was easy from my vantage point.
So you didn't get hit?
No, I sure did not. Campbell Whitmer, the junior out of North Davies. He'll add 5 yards for the season.
Good drive for the Cougars.
That it is. 9:59 to go, opening quarter. And the Cougars just marching downfield. 2nd and 5 now from the Washington 32. Out of shotgun. Jones takes the snap, looks back. Now he'll air it out. He's got a man downfield long out there, and he just missed making the catch. That was Bentley McNabb, who was down there, and it was just a pass slightly out of his reach off on his left side. I think he did get a hand to the ball, but just not able to reel it.
He's seen that one coming. The Hatchets, and wisely so, have started bringing the linebackers up closer to the line. Cougars run, and the Cougar coaching staff seen it and threw over it.
So the Cougars now looking at a 3rd and 5. See if they can get something happening this time. Out of shotgun. Looks like we'll pass again. Catch is going to be made at the 29 by Campbell Whitmer. Not able to pick up a first down as he just gets across the 30, about the 29.5-yard line, and he's going to be short about a yard and a half, maybe 2.
Yeah, that was only a 3-yard pass gain.
So it is time for the Cougars to make a hard decision here. We're looking at 4th and 3. Now they have had pretty steady pickups of first downs, but on these last few plays, Washington has stepped up. So with 3 yards to go, Coach, what do you do?
Well, I like that outside sweep they've been running. They get a lot of yards on that one.
Yes, they do. All right, 3rd and 3. There's the snap. Quarterback drops the ball, picks it right back up. He's headed far side. He's looking to try to make a corner, Is he going to make it? No, he does not. Washington will stop him a yard short. And Jason Jones tried to scamper best he could. I don't think the drop ball really messed him up at all. It just bounced once. He picked it back up and took off, but he was not able to make that far corner. And by doing so, he come up a yard short, so Washington will take over on downs.
A very promising drive ends, right?
Yes.
And actually the Cougars really were rolling there, and the Hatchets, to their credit, had to stand up. So now the Hatchets go on offense.
Yeah, we'll go the other direction. as Washington now is at their own 29-yard line, looking 1st and 10 with about 9 minutes left in the opening quarter of tonight's game. If you're just joining us on the opening night of the 2026 season, welcome, Cougars. Glad to see you. The Cougars opened up a nice drive, got kind of stoved up there at the end of it, and Washington has taken over now on downs. Looking at their first and 10. Got a receiver coming open. Wide at pass. Looks good. That's going to be passer interference.
And that was pass interference. There was no ifs, ands, or buts.
Yeah, that was when it's obvious up here.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to deny. Campbell Whitmer was just being outran.
Yeah, I mean, it was wise. If he doesn't do that, it's touchdown.
Yeah, if he had not, he would have been outran, and that would have been, I believe, Leighton Fry was the young man.
Yep.
For Washington, he had a nice little lead on him, and
unlike at the upper level, it's still just a 15-yard penalty. It's not where the contact happened. That goes some other. Well, that's a big penalty, but it's still a big penalty.
But it does reset the chain, and that'll put the Washington Hatchets at the 44-yard line.
First penalty of our game, Bruce.
So the Hatchets reset with a fresh look, 1st and 10 after the long 15-yard walk-off. There goes the snap. Quarterback drops back to his running back on the far side. Tries to squeeze it up the middle, but he's going to get stopped as the Cougars.
About two.
Yeah, Jordan Knepp going to be able to make the stop for the Cougars out there.
The Hatchets, single back. I haven't seen that in a long time. That's going back to my era, bro.
All right, so the Hatchets now looking at a 2nd and 7 from their own 47-yard line. Snap drops back again. He'll go running back, but wow, across the line quick.
Yes, sir.
The Cougars, that was number 66, Hayden Sample, the senior, was able to bust through. He read that play very well.
He lost a yard of the 2 he gained.
He did.
Yep. So it's big 3rd down here for both teams. Cougars defense, Hatchets offense. Ball setting the nose of it's on the 45-yard line of the Hatchets.
All right, Washington breaks. The huddle comes back to the line, looking at about 7.5 minutes in the opening quarter. No score yet. Out of shotgun, low snap, going to be taken again.
Fumble.
We got a fumble
Cougar
now.
ball.
Cougars are across the line once again. That time it was Zane Sample who makes the stop. And who got the pickup, Jim? I was unable to see the numbers.
I'm sorry. I'm not going to be able to help you either.
No worries.
We might see whoever gets smacked on the head a few times.
Yeah.
That'll probably be him, right? But that was a big play. Now the nose of the ball sets on the 40. The Hatchets going the other way.
Yeah, so the Cougars will take back over. And they'll be heading on your radio dial. They're running to the right, which is east here at Hatchet Hollow.
I'm sure the Hatchets were disappointed not gaining the yards, but then when you drop the ball, right, that really adds it to it.
Yeah, forced fumbles never easy, but here comes the Cougars, 1st and 10 from the Hatchet 40-yard line.
See if they can take advantage of this.
So Jason Jones, a quarterback, he takes a snap right up the middle. He goes, and he gets buried just as soon as he tries to get through the line, as he is captured there by two of the Hatchet's linemen.
And if he had got by them two, there were 2 more waiting behind them. They really smelled that one out. That was a good defensive play by the Hatchets. He got it looks like May got a couple feet. Yeah. We'll give him a yard.
So John Nidifer, he'll go to the sideline, and to replace him, Campbell Whitmer's back into the ball game.
Now the Cougars got a pro set to the far side and 1 single back, so we got a big hole over there.
All right, so he calls for the ball. There's a snap. Just about lost the handle, but able to hang on to it. Oh, toss across the middle and is caught. Touchdown, Cougars.
Yeah.
Bentley McNabb come right across on the slant and picked up made the catch out there at about the 10-yard line and just walked it in as he had nobody near him. And the Cougars will go up on the scoreboard first at 6:46.
That was a beautiful play there. And that was a nice throw by Jason. To your comment, he just about fumbled that thing. And I think to be honest with you, that Hatch defense probably relaxed thinking the ball was going down, and next thing you know.
Yeah, he was able to recover it quick and no issue there. Looks like the Cougars are going to go for the PAT as Campbell Whitmer, the junior, is lined up to kick for the extra point. There's a snap, the hold, the kick. It's blocked, so that will be no good, and that will be where it ends up on a touchdown, but no extra point. And with 6:46 to go on the McAllister Machinery scoreboard, it is the Cougars leading the Hatchets 6-0. Welcome back to Hatchet Hollow, everybody. I'm Bruce Lugans along with Jim Lilly. It is Cougar football on this opening Friday night of the 26th season. The Cougars have jumped out ahead on the McAllister Machinery scoreboard 6-0. The Hatchets now with the ball. The Cougars just kicked off, going to be taken near the 25-yard line, wrestled back all the way to the 34, so not a bad place to start for the Hatchets.
No, it's a pretty good field position. Bruce, that scoring drive there, that was just a two-play drive that covered 41 yards. You know, you can't argue with that one, right?
No, that was beautiful execution by North Davies, and it looked like Mr. Jones was going to drop that snap, and he was able to recover it, and he met Bentley McNabb as he come across on slant, and right into the end zone he goes. Not
to overanalyze, but sometimes when you bobble the ball, the defense will hesitate thinking you're dropping it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right, so 1st and 10 now from the 35-yard line. Here come the Hatchets, see what they can do. They dropped it and turned the ball over on a fumble on their last set of downs. Boy, right in his face as the quarterback. That's number 9 for Washington. That's Eden McPherson, the senior, as he was backing up trying to find a receiver downfield. He had about 3 Cougar jerseys right in his face, tried to throw it, and it gets knocked out of the air by a Cougar paw.
Yeah, he was actually setting up a screen, and they sold the screen well, but he just didn't get the ball up over the defender. You got it really loft that ball, yeah.
All right, so they'll line up once again, 2nd and 10, same spot at the 35. So Mr. McPherson had a shot.
A lot of movement there. They didn't call anything.
Center and going to carry it. Got it to his running back. That is Antoine Tabor, and Tabor is able to carry for 2 yards.
Yes, so far the Cougar defenses have been there for they got 4 down linemen. They got 2 backers right in there, sort of like a 6-man line. So you only got 5 blockers, so they got 1 guy there all the time.
3rd down and 8 now for the Hatchets as they're looking to start things from their 37-yard line. Snap out of shotgun once again. Now the pass is going to be picked off by North Davies' Bentley McNabb, and he's going to be back in for score number 2 on the night for him. So back-to-back touchdowns for number 23.
He likes the end zone.
Bentley McNabb. So he's back in for another score. And while that was fast, he just jetted off on the far side of the far side hash marks, and he read that pass completely. It took one little leap, and he had it out of midair.
Yeah, he likes that end zone, doesn't he?
That was pretty.
Yeah.
I got to give it to him. Nice pick 6 is always a beautiful way to start the season.
Oh, yeah.
So the Cougars now up by a couple of scores, and we'll see what they try again. Their last PAT was blocked. I believe this time they may be lining up going for 2, Jim.
Yeah, I imagine so. Usually that's the protocol, but now they got a little delay getting the play in. So
okay, so Campbell Whitmer is coming back out. He's the one who attempted the kick last, but he won't be going for a kick this time.
2.
Yes, they are. Yeah. Connor Compass is lined up next to the quarterback just off on his right hip, but the quarterback's going to toss across the middle. It's going to be caught on
I can't believe what I just saw.
That was beautiful. Gentry Rollins, number 55.
Oh, my goodness.
Right place, wrong time. The quarterback had a receiver picked out.
Yeah.
It got knocked around in the air, and then Gentry Rollins, number 55, he was right there and just picked it out, walked it right in. So give him the 2, and that will make the extra point attempt good. So now with 5:48 left here in the opening quarter on the McAllister Machinery scoreboard, it is the Cougars up by 2 as they lead it 14-0. Well, Jim, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
Oh, yes.
Gentry Rollins, number 55, is a junior offensive lineman, and he's already going into the 26 record books with 2 points.
One thing Gentry wasn't expecting was score any points. But hey, you get your name there. Mom's
That's right.
smiling. Everybody's loving you right now.
Everybody's happy with it. That's good stuff. All right, so the Cougars will get ready to kick back off again as they score another one, as they lead this one 14-0 with about 5.5 minutes to go.
14 quick points, by the way.
So Jones will kick off. It's a one-hopper. It's touched, and it's going to have to be covered up real quick by the Hatchets as number 26 for the Hatchets. That looks like Hunter Wyatt as he tried to take the kick off and run back, but he dropped it, so it had to get covered quick, and the Cougars able to down it.
Yeah, that was the proverbial pooch kick, and you're hoping to get a turnover on that, and then once the Hatchet kid bobbled it, you had to fall on it. There's no ifs, ands, but that kicking, that's one of those high risk, great rewards. But on the other end, you give that little pooch, somebody fields that, they're going.
Yeah, because I didn't catch the number of the jersey, but the young man who actually dropped the kick wasn't the same one to cover it up. So had he not been there, North Davies would have had a real chance to take back over.
Right, exactly.
So there's the snap, going to be a handoff, goes far side and wrestled out of bounds. Not much of a gain, if any, on the play.
No.
As that's Lane Peaches, as he will try to make a run around the far side of the field.
He ended up losing 2 yards on that, Bruce.
Yeah, he just got buried. I believe that was Jordan Depp who was the man drug him out of bounds.
Yeah, so far, it's the Hatches, lack of a better term, real sluggish coming out of the box. They're just kind of going.
Yeah, they don't have the same pep in their step that the Cougars have.
No.
The Cougars seem to be riding on a high and came into this game really, really motivated.
Yeah, I want to take the helmet back.
All right, 5 minutes even. There's the snap, almost blocked, almost picked off again, and that would have been the same Mr. McNabb, as he got a hand up on it. And unable to reel it in, but he did have enough on it to pop it over the head of the receiver for Washington.
And he would have walked in.
He would have. Nobody would have been between him and the end zone, Jim.
I don't want to accuse him of being greedy, but he really wanted that end zone, man. He's all over that.
He got something to prove, I suppose.
Somebody, somewhere.
He's putting on a heck of a show right now, anyway.
He is. A third and looks like a full 12
yes,
for
sir.
the Hatchets, yeah.
So as Jim says, they're down here with about just a little under 5 minutes in the opening quarter. Washington trying to find an answer to the 14 points that the Cougars have already posted. There's a long snap. Quarterback will hang on to it. Breaks one tackle. He's not going to get it past the second one as he gets brought down fairly quickly, and that was Will Murray who makes the stop.
Yeah, no question. The Cougar defense was all smelled that one out.
It looks like he might have gained a yard on the play, Jim, if I'm not mistaken. He looks like he's at the 29-yard line now.
Yeah.
So Cougars playing very tight defense tonight.
Yeah, I can't imagine the Cougars, or excuse me, the Hatches are doing anything but punting here, but they're at least making us think they're not.
Yeah, 4th and 13.
Oh, they are. They're going back, yeah. Yeah, it's too early in the game. You just can't do that.
The Cougars have Will Boyd and Campbell Whitmer downfield awaiting the kick. Will Boyd is just a bit deeper at his own 27-yard line. All right, we await it. There's the signal to snap. The kick is up, and it's going to go right down the middle into the arms of Mr. Boyd on about the 32-yard line. He tries to go left, cuts back.
Pretty good
to the
coverage
right.
by the Hatchets. Pretty good.
He's going to be tackled and will start at the 44-yard line on the Cougar side of the field.
Well, this would be the Cougars' third offensive possessions. Even though they're up 14-0, one of those scores was defense.
Yes.
And the Hatchets held them on the first drive, but they've been pretty efficient since.
Yeah, other than the early pass interference call.
Yeah.
North Davis has played very smooth football thus far. There's a snap. Handoff comes to Will Boyd as he's coming toward us, trying to find near side. He does find an opening and gets the ball across midfield all the way out to, I believe he's going to be marked at the 42.
I think got his breath knocked out of him there. He's got that.
He did take a hard hit going out of bounds. he's still on his knees trying to catch his breath.
Yeah, you get your breath knocked out, you feel like you've lost your best friend. You know what I mean?
That does hurt. He's got the helmet off, and he's doing a little bit of breathing.
Yeah, they're bringing the medical staff across. I mean, I don't think he's injured. I just think it is just what I said. I think he's. Of course, he would argue with me. He says he's injured.
Yeah. That hurts a lot more down there than it does up here.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, he's looks like he is catching his breath, and they've got an assistant over to check on him. But he did make a nice move out there as he came across the field, took a nice handoff. And everybody's going to take a knee as they're going to look him over and see what's going on.
He kind of fell awkward, and I think he fell on the ball, and that's the worst thing you could do.
Okay.
Yeah, he's going to be all right. He's just needs his air. Yeah,
you take that right in the solar plexus. That hurts.
It does.
So everybody's taking a knee. He'll get a little bit of a rest. And back out here at Washington High School for the opening night of the high school football season. The Cougars on the road at Washington tonight for the Highway 57 trophy game. We're kind of on a little bit of an injury timeout as number 2, Will Boyd, finally back to his feet as he made a nice run. And then at the end of it, as he went out of bounds, he did take a bad bounce. And as Jim pointed out, I believe he just had the wind knocked out of him.
Yeah, he fell dead on the football. And there's no way to escape that. I'm telling you, if you fall on that football, something's given, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it's usually not the football, so you're in trouble, if you know what I mean.
It's usually you.
Yeah. The 42-yard line of the Hatchets, Cougars, I mean, Will's okay.
He's walking off under his own power.
He's fine, yeah.
He's walking it off, and he's coming out, and the team's coming back to the line of scrimmage. About 3:45 left here in the opening quarter, and the Cougars are leading this one on the McAllister Machinery scoreboard by a score of 14-0. Looking to add to it, Jim.
Yeah, and we still have 3:44 in the first quarter.
Plenty of time. Quarterback, he's got a man in motion. There's a snap, going to drop back, going to air it out. He's got a receiver down here. Catch is going to be made near side by Sky Knapp. They're going to say he was out of bounds, so no good on that to be incomplete as he stepped out near the 21-yard line.
And
it was very close, but
that was one of those. Yes, he was definitely out of bounds. Might have got a little help, but we won't.
Yeah, either way,
that was the call. The call is the call.
So they'll reset it to 42 for a second down and 10 now. The Cougars. That was a pretty pitch and catch play.
Yeah, it was. He was wide open. It just carried throw the ball just a little far.
All right, so we'll reset. Jason Jones, the quarterback, he takes it from the shotgun. He'll hang on to it, runs that far side route, makes the corner. He's across for the first down, and he's going to be down about the 28-yard line. Make that 20. Where we at? 23-yard line.
23. That's a 17-yard run there. That was a good run by Jones.
Yeah, he held on to the ball, picked up some blocks going around the far side, and was able to really extend.
Hey, something just dawned on me. We're talking about the helmet, the cougar paw. You can see the cougar paw over there. They don't wear cougar paws anymore.
No, you're right. They don't.
They do not.
Yeah, the cougar paw is
not
on the helmet.
That's an antique helmet over there, buddy. Antique.
How about that? 1st and 10, ball at the 23. Here come the Cougars from the shotgun. Quick shuffle pass. Connor Cumbus to the left side. He'll be pushed out. Gain of 4 or 5 on the play. Not able to really see it from here, but he did have some positive yardage.
To this point of the game, the Cougar offensive line has not allowed the defensive line of the Hatchets to penetrate at all. And so our runners are getting outside every play. And so far, they've had their own wheel.
All right, we come reset now. 2nd down. And I'm not sure what we're looking at. 2nd down and
looks like about 9.
Yeah, about that.
We got us in our score.
I believe you're right. It's going to be a quick pitch in the middle to Campbell Whitmer, and I apologize for not sounding more excited about that, but that happened so quick. It was like, wait a minute. He's in. Okay. So Campbell Whitmer now, he'll add to the scoreboard. So spreading around the wealth a little bit. Billy McNabb with 2 scores, and now Campbell Whitmer in for one of his own.
Yeah, I'll defend you because it's the same thing. I'm like, okay, hey, he's going in.
I heard you catch. Yeah, I think we're going to get another score.
We don't want to.
People would be like, man, those guys have gotten old. They can't even get excited anymore.
Yeah.
All right, going to go for two again since they had success on the last trip, even though that was purely accidental.
Yes.
There's a snap, going to be a quick shuffle near side to Colton Alford. Alford is going to get knocked down just short at about the 3-yard line. That's where it will stop, but not before more damage added to the scoreboard. And the Cougars now lead on the McAllister Machinery scoreboard by a score of 20-0. And welcome back out, everybody. The Cougars just adding to the score, 20-0 now. Cougar lead, and we're still in the first quarter as
got 3 minutes and 16 seconds.
As North Davies,
Hatchet touched it.
Dominic Park will kick off, and that was a little squib kick down the far side.
Yeah, it's the same play, except this time it was the lineman Hatchet that touched it, and that's nothing but disaster.
Yeah.
And
but the Hatchets are able to cover up and hang on to it at the 34-yard line, so that's where they'll start. They've been pretty consistent about starting position in the mid-30s.
Yeah, the only offense technically they've had in the first quarter is that pass interference.
Yeah.
That was going to be a score.
And that would have, if not a score, it would have been very close because if North Davis had somebody quick enough to run him down, that's the only way it wouldn't have been.
I'm sure it's time for the Hatchets to at least put together a few first downs if they want to stay in this game.
All right, so 3:13 left in the opening quarter, and the Hatchets got a man coming onto the field late now.
Hatchets timeout.
Yeah, they're going to have to call for a timeout. So we will take our first charge timeout of the night as the Hatchets unable to get a man back on the field and ready to go. So they'll take a timeout. We'll step aside for this. And once again, our score on the McAllister Machinery scoreboard is the Cougars 20, the Hatchets 0. All right, Jim, we are, I believe, ready to get things started now. Both teams back on the field. 1st and 10 at the 34 for the Hatchets. See if they can get some offense started.
The third possession of the game. I think they fumbled.
I believe you're right. I believe it was a quick fumble right off the snap.
Cougar
coming up off the ground. And let's see what man was responsible for that. That was Zane Sample. Zane was able to make the tackle and take away. So that quick, Cougars back on offense.
That was just the quarterback snap deal. I don't know if it was on the center or the quarterback, but one of the two didn't get the exchange. It never was anywhere else.
Yep. Zane Sample, the senior, he was able to pick the pocket, and there's the turnover. So now plays off of fumbles, plays off of intercepts. That's a second fumble.
Yeah, that's not the recipe Washington. When you're down 20-0. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's a pretty hard pill to swallow. So the Cougars will take back over from the Washington 35, 1st and 10. Will Boyd in motion. There's the snap. Quarterback will hang on to it, looking for a seam. He found one.
He sure did.
Now he's trying to work his way. He's going to be held up at the 30-yard line, but a gain of about 5 on the play as he will be stopped by the Cougars' Austin Gilmore.
Yeah, Jones found a seam there, and believe it or not, we still got 2:49 in the first quarter.
Yeah, it's been a runaway quarter for the Cougars. It really has been. I was curious because teams, the complexion of a team from year to year, depending on who graduates, how many graduate, that kind of thing. And the Cougars coming off a 9-1 regular season, or an 8-1 regular season, last season. To start out like this tonight is really refreshing, real inspiring to what type of year they may be looking at.
Has to be encouraging to Coach Fine and his staff for sure.
All right, everybody on the line. Quarterback Solo back there. He'll look to air it out. He's got a few receivers to pick from. Catch, I believe, is got. I was going to say he trapped it against the ground. It was made out there to John Nidifer. Nidifer, as he went down, tried to make the grab, and the officials say it bounced turf and then to his arm, so incomplete.
Yeah, so we got 3rd and 3, 2:12 first quarter, up 20-0. I mean, it just seems right now that it's clicking for the Cougars. Right now. Really
they can't seem to find any real hiccups, and Washington's still trying to look to get their feet under them.
Yes, and that's a good way to put it. If they get a good drive or a good play, they'll.
All right, so Connor Cumbus will line up left side of his quarterback this time as the Cougars come set for 3rd and 3. Oh, it looked like it was going to be a pitch out. Cumbus never looked back.
A block in the back.
We got a couple of flags. So, looked like that play was blown a bit there, Jim.
But there was a blown play, and then Whitmer was trying to help his quarterback out, but he hurt his team because he blocked the defender in the back. 10-yard penalty there.
Yeah, it will be. Second penalty against the Cougars tonight. I believe, isn't that right, Jim? Just 2?
Actually, that's the first on the Cougars. Hatchets have 2.
We had the pass interference.
Yes, you're the man. You always know your stuff.
Huh.
Yep, you're right. That's the second for 25 yards.
You're probably the only person I do have my memory with, because everybody else would be like, heck, I don't remember nothing.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad I bring something positive.
Thanks, Jim.
Out
Appreciate
that.
that.
That's kind of what they pay me for.
Appreciate the backup, buddy. All right, 2:06.
Yeah, you're right.
2:06 to go here in the opening sequence, and the Cougars off the block in the back will back it up to to be a 3rd and 13, I believe.
Yeah, 3rd and 13.
All right, receivers showing, so looks like they're going to try to pass their way out of this one. Got a man across the middle, and that ball's going to drop. I don't know what the confusion was. I believe he had Bentley McNabb in his sights. However, John Nidifer was in the neighborhood. McNabb and Nidifer looked at one another like, I think it's yours.
Yeah.
And neither one of them went for the ball. So it is going to be the first 4th down.
Yeah.
No, sorry, second 4th down for the Cougars as they looked at 4th and 3 early.
Yeah, he did. And Coach Fine is going to go. And it's not – this is one of those situations where you go because you want it in your hip pocket. Maybe you need it later in the season,
yes,
right?
Absolutely.
You need that to know. But this is a chance for the Hatchets. He's giving the Hatchets a chance.
Yeah, okay. So they'll go from shotgun. They'll play out the 4th. There's a snap. Jones drops back. He's got a man. Wow. You talk about a gamble paying off. This one's almost in the end zone as it's to Campbell Whitmer. I'm thinking 4th and 13. Okay, if they turn it over, we'll just play it out. No big deal. We're still in the first quarter.
Yeah.
And the pass is right on the buttons to Whitmer, and he's got the ball at the 1.
It is, for sure. That was a beautiful pass by Jones. He held it to just the right moment, and then he let go. It's a 40-yard toss there.
Yeah, that was beautiful. And then Whitmer caught it right in stride and taken down at the 1. So it's a one-yard scamper here. We're looking at 1st and goal with 1:34 to go here in the opening quarter.
And the Cougars a chance to add 6 more.
All right, so Compass elects to line up in that running position. He'll take the ball, actually, and he's going to be held out as he's going to be stopped at the 3.
Yeah,
so a loss of 2.
Hatchet defense stood up there, didn't
Yes, they sure did.
Mm-hmm.
So they pushed it back 2 yards to be a 2nd goal now for the Cougars. About a minute left in the opening quarter. The Cougars will see if they can put another score on the board here before we start the 2nd quarter. Almost at halftime, the way that score looks, it's almost more like a halftime score.
Yeah.
If still in the first quarter.
Out there on the highway and you look at the scoreboard, you think that.
Yeah. All right, play clock's down to 10 as the Cougars come set. There's a snap. Looks like Jones will hang on to it this time, and he'll run left side. He's in. So now add Jones to the scorecard as he runs in for 6. The quarterback finally gets his on a scamper from 3 yards out.
And so here we go, buddy. It's 26 to zip and 34.9 seconds in the first quarter.
All right, so will they go for – you think they'll go for 2 again? You think they'll try to see if they can secure that PAT, Jim?
Well, I would try the PAT just because I might need it next week, but he's going for 2.
All right. So he comes set. Put Nidifer in motion. The snap, quarterback drops back. He'll reload. Oh, no flag, as they're going to say the pass wasn't catchable by Sky Knapp. So the 2-point conversion will fall with no good outcome. But, hey, 34.9 to go on the McAllister Machinery scoreboard, and it is the Cougars up 26. Okay, Jim, we're getting awful close to that 2nd quarter. About 35 seconds left, and the Cougars already outrunning the Hatchets 26-0.
Yeah, the Hatchets found themselves in pretty deep hole, and right now as a team, you're just concentrating. The coaches are ready to run through plays. They just want to get some first downs, get some rhythm. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to make up 26 points in one play, but
they're getting a hard start. So there's another one of those low, almost line drive kicks from Dominic Park, as he boots it toward the far side of the field, and it will be taken by the Hatchets. I believe that was Hunter Wyatt.
Yes. and it looks like they're marking it right dead on the 30 there, Bruce.
Wow. Okay, so again, they start 30-yard territory, and they've got 33 seconds to try to make something happen to get on the scoreboard here in the first quarter.
And that's a good way to put it. They just need to get some drives and make things happen and feel like a football team, get a rhythm. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Get things moving. Get the team on course here. It just seems like they're a little disjointed. They haven't been able to. Yeah. They haven't been, and that's okay if the other team is not hitting on every cylinder.
Yeah, but right
the Cougars tonight are.
The Cougars are really, really hitting on every cylinder.
Yeah, they came out fresh and ready to play, and the scoreboard reflects it. And Washington is really on their heels. All right, there's the snap. It's going to be a handoff coming up in the middle of the field, still on his feet. Finally, he's going to be a tackle made, and that's Gusto Diener.
Yeah.
Gusto with the stop out there. A couple yards will be gained on the play, as that is Austin Gilmore of the Hatchets. He'll make the carry for about half the distance.
Yeah, actually, you got to get full 6 yards there, Bruce. That's pretty good carry.
He fought for it, though.
Yeah, I was ready to say it took forever to develop. Next thing you know, he's falling forward, right?
Yeah, Diener was able to stand him up out there and put the stop on him. So that's the end of quarter number one. So with 1 quarter of the 2026 season now in the bank, we're officially within the season. It is the Cougars having their way tonight with the Washington Hatchets on the McAllister Machinery scoreboard. It is the Cougars 26, the Hatchets yet to score. And welcome back to Washington High School, everybody. Bruce Lucan's Jim Lilly, opening night of the Cougar football season 2026 edition, and the Cougars are putting on a heck of a show.
Yeah, they really are. I mean, 26 points and a quarter. I mean, that's pretty good.
Yeah,
you're not going to do that very often.
No, that's quite a quarter you got going for yourself. And, wow, as Jim pointed out, that's a heck of a score to run up in just 12 minutes of play.
It really is. But the Hatchets, like I say, this is their chance to just have a good, long, extended drive, take some time, keep the ball in the Cougars' hands for a while,
All right, so the Hatchets will now go the other direction as they start at the 36-yard line. It's going to be a handoff ball.
We got a helmet on.
Yeah, we do. We had a hard hit out there.
Yeah. That helmet went 6 yards.
Yeah, McNabb
that
got
player
his helmet.
has to leave.
Yeah, McNabb's helmet got taken off of his head out there. I'm not sure. I was watching the ball play on the opposite side as McNabb came near side. Next thing, Jim's mentioning the helmet's floating around.
That's not a good thing when you see a helmet rolling around the field. It really isn't.
All right, so it's 3rd and 4 now as we started the quarter on the second down.
Okay,
so
we got an officials' time. I think they're literally giving the Cougars time to
Colton Alford's rolling out. Not sure what's going on.
Yeah, I think we got another helmet issue.
Yeah, Alford's out. Dawson Bishop's rolling in.
Yeah, if the helmet comes off, you got to step out.
And for good reason.
Yeah,
make sure those young men are all right.
Player safety has really came to the surface over the last few years, and a good thing.
Absolutely it is.
Yeah, back in the square football days of my day, you got to tough it out. Everything you had to tough out, right?
Yeah, as long as you woke up, it was good.
Yeah, problem was we weren't tough.
All right, they go handoff up the middle on a 3rd down. It's going to maybe pick up a yard.
Close to first down there.
It's going to be on the 40. I think they may bring out some chains and measure.
They actually moved it.
They're going to say he made the first down. So Washington with a first down now.
And that's their first. Can you believe that?
First and 10 Hatchets.
Took them 2 quarters. But they did it.
Yeah, they sure did.
Yeah. So. And you do that. Okay, say you can extend three of those. Okay, you switch the field. Now you got a little confidence, like, okay, we can put this thing together. Yeah. You're not going to. There's no 26-point play. You just got
to take them as they come. Yeah. And so Bentley McNabb, he appeared to test out okay as he's back in the game after losing his helmet just a moment ago. Once again, we go handoff near side, and the Cougars. Zane Sample will make the stop.
What the Cougars are doing there, they've got a 5-man line, and they're shifting the back right at the beginning. So now you got 6 guys up there, and most offensive lines, you only got 5. And the Hatchets do not have 2 backs. So basically, that's a very wise call on them.
Yeah, and Sample able to get in and throw the Hatchets for a 4-yard loss.
And see, it changed the theory now. Look, the Hatchets got 3 backs in there now.
All right. 2nd and 14. Again, it goes handoff, trying to find the middle. Again, it's going to be a loss on the play. Yeah. This time, the man who made the stop is Gusto Diener.
Yeah. That died down pretty quick.
So Diener in there with a stop again behind the line of scrimmage. This puts the ball on the negative side of the 35-yard line for Washington. It's right at the 35.
Heading in the wrong direction, as they say.
Yes, they are. Now we're looking at a 3rd and 15 for the Hatchets.
3rd and 15, trailing 26 points. The Cougars 26-0 right now.
That is not a good place to find yourself in if you're in a black uniform.
No, it is not.
All right, the Cougars come set once again to see if they can make a nice complete stop of this series. So the Hatchets will elect to try to air one out. It is one lofted up in the air this time. Boy, that was almost dangerous. Yeah. Will Boyd was able to go airborne and knock it down. He wasn't able to get a hold of it, but still able to break up the play.
Yeah, and if he doesn't break that play up, they did score there. He was behind the DB.
Yep. Absolutely. If that would have been more of a rocket instead of a floater, I think they would have probably had a better shot at that.
Yeah, they always said I remember that. If you put air into the ball, there's 2 bad things can happen, right? And you got to zip it. You're right.
Yeah. All right, so 4th and 15. Looks like they're going to line up to kick away. Carter Browning back to do the honors for the Hatchets.
They got a nice punt off while ago.
Boyd and Whitmer downstream to take the kick, and it's not even going to get downstream as it got blocked out there. A couple of Cougars got hands on it.
Yeah.
It looks like, who was that? Jordan Knepp was one of the 2. I believe maybe Rollins was in on that as well, but I know for certain Jordan Knepp got in there to block that kick.
Yeah, from the Cougar perspective, you couldn't be happier. In the Hatchets, I mean, you know what? You got to get your kick off. You got to get a punt off.
Yeah, and then the ball drifted over to the far side of the field, and it was downed at the – where's the spot going to be, Jim?
Looks like it's right dead on the 30.
Yeah.
Cougars 30 yards away from adding to their 26-point lead. Yeah.
What a night the Cougars are having. Even when it looks like it's going to go wrong, it turns out pretty good.
You know, I don't know that I've seen a night like this. I can't. I keep going back. I mean, from the Cougars' perspective.
Oh, not in recent memory, no.
Yeah.
8:49 left in the half. Okay. Handoff's going to come near side. John Nidifer's got it handy, still on his feet, going to run it down to about the 25, 24 maybe is where they're going to give him credit. Yeah, 24-yard line on the carry before he's tackled by the Cougars. Looks like Sinai Sandoval. So the Cougars now looking at about 2nd and 4.
We got 8:20 in the second quarter, and I mean, when you have this kind of lead, you can take risks. I mean, there's some play.
Sure. I wouldn't be surprised to see some of the trick plays come out just to try them out.
Yeah, you can take risk galore right now.
All right. Man, they're going wide on receivers, but the quarterback's going to hang on to it, go right up the middle. He's broken one tackle. Couldn't get past the second one, but hey, that was a pretty play up the middle on the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, Jones is he's got some wheels.
He's very quick.
Yeah.
A very fast senior quarterback. Like I say, he's about a 5'10", 160-pound. Able to really maneuver. He's got some good speed. He's got some good instincts, it appears.
Yeah, he's definitely has some quickness to him, and the clock is ticking. And Coach Fine, as far as Coach Fine's concerned, just let tick away. Right?
Oh yeah,
right, yeah.
3rd and 1. Play clock's down.
Cougars are spreading wide out.
Cougars will do it again. They'll try to run it up the middle, see what they can get, and I believe they did pick up the first down.
Where he marked it, got the first down. Yep.
Yeah, he should have. Yeah,
they did.
That'll put the ball on the 20. So it'd be 1st and 10. Yeah. Cougars at the 20 with about 7:10 to go. And that may be part of what Coach is doing, just milking the time off the clock. He's got a very substantial lead at this point.
Yeah, at this point, you're just trying to, got a lot of plays, a lot of players, and obviously there's some wheels going through his mind right now. he's got some plays. You got to hold something because you got an opponent coming next week. You don't show everything one game.
No, he's got McNabb near side far and Sky Knepp on the right side of the field, receivers. He's got Whitmer lined up beside him in running back, but he's going to go over the middle with a pitch. Catch is made in the end zone.
Nice catch.
And that is John Nidiver. So Nidiver again with a score.
That was a very nice catch.
That was pretty stretched out, open arms. He took that touchdown, Cougars. That'll run us to 32 zip Cougar score. So we'll see if they go for 2 again or try to give that PAT another chance.
Might as well give the kicker a little action.
Yeah, looks like they are going to go for the point after once again. Lineup. Hey, paid off that time. It's up. It's through. Yes, it's good. So the Cougars get their first extra point on the night. Their PAT, I should say. They've got a 2-point conversion earlier, but yeah, finally the kick worked. But that just adds to the scoreboard. 6:32 left in the first half as the Cougars are out running the Washington Hatchets tonight on the McAllister Machinery scoreboard with a score of 33-0. And welcome back out to the Hatchet Hollow, everybody. I'm Bruce Lukens along with Jim Lilly. Opening night of the high school football season as the Cougars are on the road to defend the Highway 57 trophy in Washington tonight. And right now, here in the second quarter, they're doing just that with a score of 33-0. Yeah,
they definitely want to take the helmet back, don't they?
There was a very low kick just about taken down, but the Hatchet's able to hang on to it.
That actually ends up being a good return.
Yeah, that was a very good return, almost midfield. Trying to catch the name of the young man there that made the return.
Number 1.
That would be Antoine Tabor.
Yep.
He had a pretty run back. He was pushed out on the near sidelines at the 46. So that's where the Hatchets will start this series. 46
of the Hatchets. Now this is this is
their
your
best starting
chance.
position. Yeah.
This is your chance. Down 33-0. You want to go in the dressing room with some positives, right? You do. You just do.
Oh, you sure do. You sure do. And at this point, I hate to say it almost seems disrespectful to say, but at this point, you are down this far in the second quarter.
Yeah.
Try everything you got. Even if it don't work, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I expect to see some action taken. Yeah, they let the clock run out.
Delay game.
So the Hatchets will back that one up 5 yards.
And that's the 30 yards in penalties for Cougars, third one. They definitely do not need that, right?
No, they don't need to add to it.
No.
So they'll repeat the down, 1st and 15 now. The ball will be set at the 41-yard line. I'm not sure what the miscommunication was. When I said try anything, delay a game was not in the basket.
And the thing, no, I'm sure it's not in any playbook. Yeah.
Defensively, I can see that working. If it assists in holding a game. But anyway, Antoine Tabor with a carry. He'll take the handoff. He'll gain. He'll put that 5 back on as he looks like he got to about the 40, 44.5.
Yeah, he did. And actually, he ends up getting tangled up with his own man there. Cost him a longer run for sure.
All right, so second down now. 2nd and 12 now. They're only going to credit him with 3. All right, so the Hatchets lined up. McPherson takes a snap. He'll hand off to Tabor once again. Tabor reverses this time, goes far side of the field. He gets by one Cougar, but not the second, as he's going to be taken down. I believe Will Boyd made the tackle. If I'm looking at the right jersey
he's
there.
on the North Davies side now.
Will Boyd will make the stop.
Looks like about the 48 of North Davies. It is.
So Boyd plays both sides of the ball. He's a wide receiver offensively. He does DB defensively.
Does a lot. Loads up the baggage after the game. He's got a lot of things he wants to play. Yeah.
Yes, he does. All right, 5 minutes to go. 3rd and 4. Hatchets once again will go hand off Tabor, and they're starting to learn Tabor. He didn't go anywhere that time, as he's drugged down from behind by Jordan Knepp.
The reason I said that, he got bent kind of awkward. Mm-hmm. He's kind of trying to shake that off. Yeah, I mean, Hatchets are wisely going for it. There's no reason to punt in this situation.
No, not at all. When you're down 33 and it's fourth and 4, and on some of the plays they made, 4 yards is not inconceivable at all for them to pick up.
No, absolutely.
It would be kind of nice to see them pick up that first down. Just give them that little boost they need to kind of keep things moving.
If you watch, Cougars are bringing everybody up to the line. Eventually, the Hatchets up in the press box are going to throw.
Yeah, they're going to throw over top.
Yeah, they are.
All right, long call. But they go Tabor once again. Oh, Tabor finds an inside route as he's able to split the Cougar defense and take it right up the middle.
Yeah,
for a nice little gain. He'll pick up the first down, and the ball will be set at the 40.
Yeah, from the Cougars, the Hatchet perspective, okay, that's something positive. And I look, now we got the ball on the 40. Clock, got 4:01. In the perfect world, you take that 4 minutes down and you score before you go into the dressing room.
All right, so here come the Hatchets looking at a fresh set of downs.
Oh, we got a Cougar. He barely caught himself, but he did.
Oh, quick pass out, and it's almost picked off as the quarterback McPherson. He was under pressure. Tabor not coming around on the ball quick enough, and it could have been a pickoff out there, but just out of reach of North Davies.
The line judge there must have had good eyes, because I'm telling you right now, the Cougar, it was inches if he didn't get out. Oh,
all right, I believe we are back out here at Hatchet Hollow. We had a bit of technical difficulty there for just a moment. We are back live on the air. A minute 55 to go here in the opening half. No score change while we were off the air. It is still 33-0.
The Hatchets have advanced the ball now to the 31 of North Davies. Actually, they had advanced inside the 25, but Cougars just had a sack. Well, the Hatchets have a minute and 30 seconds to see if they can get some points.
Yeah, we'll see what they can come up with.
Yeah, they're getting a lot of pressure. The quarterback's never even getting a chance to set. And so we just Hatchets just turned it over. No, that's fourth down. Fourth down, and, the Hatchets are going to have to go here, even though it's fourth and forever.
Oh, sure, absolutely.
Yeah. We have a timeout on the Hatchets. Second called timeout of the Hatchets.
So they'll take timeout. We will as well on the McAllister Machinery scoreboard. It is the Cougars leading the Hatchets 33-0. And welcome back out to Hatchet Hollow, everybody. I'm Bruce Lukens. Jim Lilly with me on opening night of the high school football season. And it's about time, Jim. I don't know about you. To me, football is the king of sports. It's the shortest season. Absolutely miss it every year, and can't wait for it to start again. But I know that means cold weather's on the way.
Yeah, we had cold weather, and but everybody has their team they follow, right?
Oh,
everybody start focusing on that team.
And 2 weeks from tomorrow, the Hoosiers will start their season as they'll be at home against the North Texas Eagles.
We're trying. Looks like we're going to try a field goal here, Bruce, and that'd be a long one. It'd be a 53-yarder. How about that?
It would be a heck of a boot. And let's see, that is number 13, Darian Turner. If I got the number correct. It's a long kick, and he's just a bit short. Just is short. No, I had the wrong player. That was Carter Browning. Carter Browning, who made the attempt on that long-range kick.
Hey, I got to tip my hat to the Hatchets for that. That almost was there. Man.
Yeah, he leaned back into it and really put the foot on it, and he was just below the crossbar, maybe 2 feet.
That would have gave the crowd something to cheer about.
Yeah, it would have. That would have been kind of rousing for his teammates as well.
Yeah.
Especially from the distance he was trying to put that through.
Yeah, just a field goal. If you're kicking 22, but 53 yards. 53 come on, man. There are people making a lot of money kicking those kind of kicks.
Right?
Yeah.
And they're not in high school.
No, they're not.
So.
Yeah.
All right, so that will start the ball at the 20-yard line for the Cougars as they take back over here toward the end of the first half. Got a $1.09 left on the McAllister Machinery scoreboard.
Yeah, McAllister's been around a long time. A lot of people in heavy equipment industry know that word. Trust
Absolutely,
me.
they do.
I used to be in the mining, boy. We knew all about McAllister.
They are a proud sponsor of our scoreboard this year.
Well, the Hatchets here, their goal is to keep the Cougars adding to their 33-0 lead going into half.
And with a minute to go, unless it's just one of those opportunities of why not. I don't think Coach Fine or the Cougars are really going to be pushing hard here with the last minute and a half, but I could be wrong. As they air it out for a long pass and catch. It was missed. Sky Neff went up for it, and I believe he got hit actually before the ball got there.
Interference. They got it. Yeah.
Should be an interference call. I didn't see which player caught up with him, but one of the Hatchets did go into Sky a little early, took him up off the ground.
They got it. And at the high school level, a lot of people don't realize now, college level, pro level, it's catchable ball argument, not in high school. That ball could be 500 yards in the air. If you block that receiver, it's an interference. Yeah. But now in college, pro, it's got to be catchable ball. And that ball could have been argued whether it was catchable or not, but it still was interference.
That was very close, yes.
Yeah.
But that will result in the penalty, 15 yards for the Cougars. So 1st and 10 now from the Cougar 35.
Coach Vaughn's wants some more points, isn't he?
It seems like it. So they're out of shotgun. Jones will take the snap, run right side to his right this time, and he's going to be wrestled down with about a 2-yard gain.
They kept him in bounds. They
did. That was Austin Gilmore with the stop.
Now, Coach Fine has 3 timeouts. He just used one.
All right, so the Cougars will take the time out, and they do lead this one 33-0. 46 seconds left here in the opening half. We'll just keep it here on this timeout. Next week, the Cougars are at home, and they will open up their homestand against North Central, the Thunderbirds of North Central, next Friday night at 7 o'clock. Jim and I will have the call.
And if you're listening to us, you may want to come to that because they're not playing at home again until like September 18th. So that's your shot to see the Cougars.
Yeah, Jim is correct. They will be home next Friday night, and then it's off to Eastern Greene County the following Friday, and then September 11th we'll be down just south of Petersburg to take on the Pike Central Chargers. We'll be back home mid-September with the Cloverdale Clovers.
Cloverdale Clovers, how about that? And that's a new team that we've added.
West Washington, we've seen them before. Generally, it's in postseason play.
Yeah, the Senators.
But and they're one of those teams that either they are on fire or they're not. They seem to have great years and poor years and not really mediocre years.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Yeah, there's no in between. 46 seconds on the clock.
2nd and 8, Cougars coming off the 15 yards off the penalty. Jones will step back. He's looking for a receiver, steps up to miss a tackle, now steps up to miss 2. He'll do it on his own. He's got a first down as he scampers out the far side to the out-of-bounds line at his bench.
And that ball is resting on the 46-yard line of North Davies.
The Hatchets were able to push a couple of defenders toward the quarterback, but he was able to step out and around them, and he just decided to tuck the ball and go.
Yeah, 38.3 on the clock. Cougars up 33-0. And Coach Fine's wanting to put a few more before they go in the dressing room.
All right. Everybody comes set.
This receiver over here is on a regular jog. You got to get set.
Once again, Jason Jones, a quarterback. He'll look for receivers, steps back, looks to pitch, decides nothing downfield he likes, so he takes off again by foot, picks up another first.
Yeah.
Same play, right out the right side.
It was. And the same, about the same yardage.
Yeah, about 11-yard pickup.
Yeah.
So not running a lot of time off the clock for the time he's taking back there. Still 30.9 seconds in the half.
Yes.
And
they got a lot of time. I'm a little surprised that the Hatchets aren't shadowing the quarterback because he's tucking the ball and running if he doesn't.
Yeah.
And usually if you put a spy on him, you can take that run away.
And he's getting a lot of long. He's getting nice looks back there to sort out downfield. Once again, he'll take it. This time he sees something he likes. It's going to be taken by Sky Nepp, far side. He'll be shoved out of bounds by the Hatchets near and about the 15-yard line.
Actually, not to correct you, but it's 25.
I'm sorry, 25-yard line.
Yeah. That's an awkward thing to have to correct you, you know.
Geez, I know, right?
Yeah. Okay, well, this drive, you know, it started at Cougar 20, and it's at 35, and we still got 24.5 seconds on the clock.
So the Cougars now sitting 1st and 10 at the 26. And they line up same formation. They've got receivers wide both directions.
That's just faking the blitz now. They're bringing it. They're bringing everybody.
Yeah, Jones steps back.
There was a holding there for sure.
Yeah, we do have a flag on the play as the quarterback will finally go out of bounds far side near the 22. But as Jim pointed out, we got a flag back here at the 32, so we'll see what the call is.
Yeah, there was 7 rushers, 5 linemen. There's only 2 things can happen there: a holding or your quarterback eats dirt. You know what I mean? It's one or the other. There's still 18.2 seconds. This thing went very quick, if you know what I mean.
Yes. So that will back the ball up to, I believe, the 36-yard line.
Well, Bruce, we kind of got one half under our belt. Want to thank WRZR for giving us another shot at it.
It was good to be back after a hiatus for a couple of years there. And
they usually say older and wiser, but I'm older, okay? I know that, but I'm not sure about the wiser.
Yeah, I'm not going to argue.
I agree.
Quarterback takes a snap. He's got somebody downfield. And it's going to be caught. Sky Knepp. He's going to put more points on the board before the half. And I'm telling you what, the Hatchets did not want that.
No.
0.3 seconds was all that was left.
No, that was one of those.
They did not need that. That was, wow, you talk about another nail in the coffin. So that's 39-0 on the McAllister Machinery scoreboard. And that came at just the right time to get a score, as it is 0.3 seconds left in the half.
Yeah, you just about can't time that, can you?
So they will try the PAT. And it's going to be good. And, Jim, without a doubt, this is the first and only time I've seen the Cougars post 40 points at a half.
Yeah, that's a lot of points and come very quick. And actually, the second half will be in the mercy rule. And I'll explain the mercy rule real quick. Anytime a team's lead reaches 35 points, there'll be a running clock. That won't be an issue now.
So this could be a very quick ball game.
And the clock will only stop for timeouts, scores, or injuries, and it's irreversible. So that means the second half is a running clock.
So it is. Wow. This I was expecting a great ball game.
Nobody thought
tonight,
to see this. No, I did too. I figured
I figured it'd be a good ball game. I figured both teams would come out and just, it'd be give and take the whole night.
I did too.
And North Davis has just come out and put on a great show.
They have.
And I'm not going to say they've just been overpowering. Unfortunately, the Hatchets have had a hard time getting a good start.
Yeah. They're still, and not being critical, they're the opponent, but they're still kind of getting in their own way. They got to, but this ball will be kicked off, and once it's touched, we'll go to halftime.
All right, so once again, Dominic Park lines up. A little onside kick going to be taken. Right at the 50-yard line is where the stop is made. And as Jim said, as soon as it's touched, that runoff was 3/10. We are at halftime. So with 2 quarters in the bank here at Washington tonight as we play for the Highway 57 trophy, it is the Cougars out front on the McAllister Machinery scoreboard by a commanding 40-0. We'll be back with some halftime stats and information right after this. You're listening to Cougar Football on Razor Radio Sports. Welcome back to halftime, everybody. I'm Bruce Lukens along with Jim Lilly. Opening night of the 2026 high school football season with the Cougars on the road tonight at Washington, taking on the Hatchets, where in this game, what a surprise start for the Cougars. Expected a great game, but not a 40-0 blowout in one half.
No. When I seen the schedule, I'll be honest with you, I felt like the Cougars would pull this off, but I did see a back and forth. I don't know, but for me, like I said, this This is actually their 24th game playing each other. The Hatches 12 of the wins and the Cougars 11 on their way to tie up that.
Right.
But I would assume there was no 40-0 halftime in the whole series.
Nah, can't say I saw that coming.
No, because I've seen this battle. But we'll give you a little breakdown of that. The North Daviess Cougars scored 26 points in the first quarter. I said that correctly. 26 points. We had a reception touchdown by McNabb of 40 yards, only to be followed just a few minutes later. He made a 37-yard interception return, and so he gets on the board, and the Cougars had a failed. They had a block extra point, a failed 2-point, and then on the 2-point, that was the lineman Rollins dream. He's probably going to talk about that for a while. Gentry Rollins, 5'10", 240. When he has kids, he'll tell them about how he rumbled the full length of the field and all that good stuff. It grows. Trust me. I can assure you it grows as you tell.
And Washington had 12 men on the field.
Yeah. Yeah, but actually it was a stop 2-point. The ball got blocked back to Rollins, and he goes in, and he gets 2 points nonetheless.
That's right.
And then we had Whitmer, who made a run of 22 yards. Jones, the quarterback, a 3-yard run, and then Ninefer, a 20-yard touchdown reception. So at the first quarter, the Cougars were up 26-0. And then they added two more scores, 14 more points in the second quarter. Whitmer, he pulls in a touchdown pass of 35 yards, and then the point after was made. And then Knepp pulls in a touchdown reception of 25 yards, point after made, and that brings us to our halftime score of 40-0. And for those of you that are listening right now on air, I had mentioned right before we went to halftime, when any team and any combination of scores exceeds the other by 35 points, the state of Indiana has what they call a mercy rule, and it's irreversible. If the if the Hatches come out and score 38 points, it's still the moving clock. It can't be reversed. And so here's the rules of the moving clock for you that'll be listening to us. So if you want to listen to us the second half, you better listen quick, because the running clock,
it won't take long.
The clock only stops for timeouts, for scores, or injuries. That's only 3 things. It will run regardless how close, and then but the 40-second play clock stays in effect. And whether the coaches, even if the coaches got together right now, or even the referee said, hey, I think we can make a game of this, the state says no.
Yep.
This has been determined by IHSA. Nobody can reverse it. It's be a running clock the entire second half.
Yeah, it will be a very short half. Jim's right. We have seen the running clock on a few rare occasions in the past, and that does make a very, very quick second half. So, if you're going to listen close, because the game will be behind you before you know it. Speaking of the IHSAA, we've got the Commissioner's Corner halftime show up for you next, as the Washington Hatchets Band is now taking the field to entertain the home crowd. We'll be back in just a few minutes after this Commissioner's Corner halftime report. Welcome back to Hatchet Hollow, everybody. I'm Bruce Lukens along with Jim Lilly on the opening night of the 2026 football season, high school football season. The Cougars, they are in Washington tonight to defend the Highway 57 trophy. And right now here at the halftime on the McAllister Machinery scoreboard, they are doing quite the job. 40-0 is our current score. Now, next Friday night, the Cougars will be at home, as they will be hosting the North Central Thunderbirds. That's a 7 p.m. kickoff. We will go on the air about 6:45. The following week, we'll be back on the road at Eastern Green to take on another set of Thunderbirds, as we will head over toward Owensburg, Indiana, to take on Eastern Green. Now, for the Washington fans that may be listening in, after tonight, they will go to Southridge, or they will be at Southridge next Friday night to take on the Southridge Raiders, and then they will be hosting another DuBois County foe and the Forest Park Rangers the week following. So that's what's coming up the next couple of weeks for both of the teams tonight that are playing. And again, don't forget, in 2 weeks, college football season begins, and IU will start out at home as they will take on the North Texas Eagles, as North Texas will come to town to start out the IU college football season. So once again, we've got a couple of minutes here until we kick off the second half, and we will be on the running clock as the Cougars took a 40-0 lead into halftime. So we will be under the running clock rule to go through the second half. So in about 2 minutes, we'll get the third quarter underway. And again, on the McAllister Machinery scoreboard, it is the Cougars leading the Hatchets at halftime by a score of 40-0. It's Jim Lilly and Bruce Lugans along with you. Friday night football. Cougars on the road tonight at Washington. And what a first half that was. Jim ran down our stats, and 26 points posted in the first quarter, and then North Davies tacks on another 14 just to make it a good game.
Yeah.
In the second quarter.
Yeah. You just don't. You don't draw it up that way. There's, I'm sure Coach Fine had a game plan and expected to be ahead, but nobody over there can't convince me that they were planning on going into the locker room up
40 points. No, nobody does.
But they are, and as we shared with you earlier, there'll be a running clock. I'll go through that running clock. But since we have a minute before kickoff, I will tell you about some athletic action coming in the morning. Lagodi cross country gets to go. We get to go down South Ridge, and many of you listening may not know, but I do coach Lagodi cross country, and we got to win Monday. How about that, Bruce?
Yeah, outstanding.
We got to win. Yes,
good stuff. Good
14 win, and so. But I won't be too self-promoting, but I'm proud of the kids. And having said that, though, I do want to read one more time, and I may read to you one time once the second half going. A lot of people don't understand how the mercy rule works, and so you're doing straight math. Okay, we're at 40 points, so if the Hatchets would score, and put a 2 point, and then we're at 32, you say, okay, the clock's off. No.
And it'll be down at the 35-yard line.
Okay.
So the Cougars will take over at the 35. The clock continues to roll. We're down to 9 minutes here in the third quarter.
That running clock definitely does what it's supposed to do. We're down to 9 minutes already.
Yeah, it does go pretty quick when you just let the clock go, especially when you don't score.
Yeah.
You don't have injuries, and we certainly hope that's the case. And then just the various timeouts that they may or may not use. Coach Fine is pretty much at his leisure to use or not use timeouts the rest of the night.
Yeah, there would be no reason.
All right, Cougars have a man in motion. That's John Nidifer as he comes near side, tries to make a cut back in toward the line. He got hammered.
Yeah.
He goes down. He's still on his hands and knees catching his breath.
Yeah, it looked like he may have taken a helmet right on the hip. See how he's kind of hobbling there.
Yeah, he got hit hard. Leighton Fry for the the Hatchets is who took him down.
Yeah. There's not much padding there on that part of your hip.
No, there's not.
When you take a helmet there, it hurts.
So Nidifer took a pretty good shot.
Yeah.
He did lose a couple on the play as he was trying to come around the corner to make the turn. So 2nd and 12.
That just got splits. I mean, the Cougars got splits both ways.
Jones flushed out of the pocket, but gets a pass away to the right side, one step around, and that's Campbell Whitmer as he gets past one defender. Gets hemmed up in the second defender, but not before he makes big gains out to the 49-yard line.
Yeah, he basically caught the ball behind the line of scrimmage, and that was all running on his part.
Yeah, Jones was under pressure, had to get rid of the ball. He did, and Whitmer was able to turn what could have been a sour play into a pretty sweet gain.
Yeah, he did.
All right, we keep rolling. The Cougars now from the shotgun. There's the snap. Handoff goes to Connor Cumbus. Cumbus tries to route it up the middle. He'll pick up a couple on the play.
That was an old school tackle there down around the ankles. We all love to see those plays where somebody gets blowed up, but, nothing more effective than wrapping those ankles. You can't run with somebody around your ankles. No. You just can't do it.
Certainly not.
Well, Bruce, we're down to 6:48. The clock's flying. This quarter's flying.
Yeah, it's just moving right along.
Yeah, it is. Literally almost half over the quarter, I'm speaking.
All right, so they're back under center. Out of the shotgun once again. Jones has a man in motion. There's a snap. Going to be a quick pitch out to Sky Knepp. Knepp makes the catch. Yeah. He's going to pick up. Ooh, he's very close to having a first down. I think he's going to be just short, Jim. But
yeah,
wow, pick up a 6 easy.
That's a good phrase, just short. Where the referee is standing, you can't even put a football between him and the stick.
No, I don't think. That was very, very close.
That was close.
They'll say 3rd and 1, but it's about 3rd and inches. So 3rd down, clock continues to roll. We just passed 6 minutes. The Cougars come set. Cumbus again lines up back position just to the right of his quarterback. Quarterback will hang on to the ball. He runs right and goes out of bounds. Just enough yards to pick up the first down.
Yeah. Yeah, he just he needed to step on the other side of the stick, and that's exactly what he did. And he didn't get much, but
enough to move the chain.
He didn't need much, did he?
No, and at this point, I think that's just the objective now of Coach Fine is just maintain possession of the ball, not really run the score out.
You keep moving this, and that clock's helping you anyways.
Yeah, the clock ticks, and you just keep adding a few inches at a time.
The one thing neither team has had at this point is an injured player, and you'd like to see the game finish that way.
We want to keep it that way, most certainly. All right, Jones, this time he'll pitch over top. Yeah. It's going to be a missed opportunity. Sky Knepp went down for the ball, but it got away from him, incomplete near the far sideline.
A couple bruised up players, but nobody injured.
Yeah, there are a couple of them that's going to take a few lumps.
Yeah. Yeah,
go ahead.
Sometimes after this game, the rest of your body parts will feel sorry for one body part. I can tell you from experience. You can get bruised up, but hopefully no one gets hurt. We're down to 4:35. The moving clock is having its effect.
So 2nd and 10 as the Cougars set back up. Out of shotgun, Jones calls for the ball. He runs the same play. He's got confidence out there in Knepp and says, hey, let's try it again. Knepp makes the catch that time. Going to pick up looks like 5 on the play.
Yeah. Jones has been getting that ball out to his friend Knepp, and both seniors probably sat in the lunchroom today and ran these plays in their mind, don't you think? Yeah.
Most likely.
The Fridays that we had games, I don't even know why I went to school. They would teach me math, and I always think about those football plays. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But that's just me.
Hey, it's not. That's the way all them young men were today. Opening day, you kidding me?
Yeah.
All right. 3rd down, high snap, but Jones able to control it. Yeah, he looks both ways, but Washington finally got to the quarterback that time.
That's the first sack of the game for
Lane Peachy.
Yeah.
Lane Peachy got to him.
Yeah.
So Peachy will have a sack to put into the record book for tonight's game.
Yeah. Got something to celebrate, didn't he?
He did.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that.
Forced a 4th down, 4th and 11.
Yeah, Coach Fine is not going to bring the punter around. I doubt if punter if we had to go 80. He's just going to give the Hatchets. People see this incorrectly. When you run the ball on 4th down, you're giving the opponent a chance. You know what I mean? You really are. You really are. A lot of people see this as run score, but it really isn't.
Okay. Jones back there all alone. He'll step back to pass one long pass downfield. Ooh, and it is just about picked off out there. Hats off to
Hatchet down, but it was his teammate cleaned his clock.
Oh, that was Beckham Gilly.
He's back up. Yeah.
So Gilly with almost a pickoff there as he's able to make it an incomplete pass, and that will turn the ball over on downs. We will go Washington.
That's the worst kind of hit when it's your teammate that wipes you out. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing if your opponent hits you good, but you're like, come on, buddy.
Yeah, when your teammate takes you down, it's a little rough to handle.
All right, so that's a positive for the Hatchets. A turnover on downs. We got 2:09 3rd quarter. North Davies 40, Hatchets still with 0.
All right, so the Hatchets now come set. Looking at 1st and 10 from their own 42. Snap, McPherson takes. Oh, it's a little pitch back.
Yeah.
And downfield comes the ball. That's going to be a pass interference all day. That was Rain Huff. He just could not get off the offensive receiver. And he was all up in his business, so that will be
and that happens sometimes.
Interference call.
When the ball, he had to come back to the ball, right? If the ball had been not underthrown, it wouldn't have been an interference call.
No. The ball pulled the receiver back, and the defender had nowhere to go but to run over him. But it's penalty every time.
It's first down for the Hatchets.
Yeah, the Hatchets will pick up a nice first down on that play, and that'll put them at the Cougar 43. 1st and 10. Hatchets looking to make something happen here.
Fumble.
We do have a fumble, but I believe Washington may have recovered the ball.
I believe they have. It seems like that's been the story all night. Every time the Hatchets get a big break, they kind of get in their own way, and that's kind of what happened there.
Yeah.
That's happened 3 times. That quarterback center exchange. Somebody's at fault. It may be the center, maybe the quarterback, but that's something they're going to have to clean up and practice.
They are going to have to push. They've got time for about one more play before the end of the quarter. As the clock just rolls there, it's a snap. McPherson is going to air this one out. They're going for the same play, and it's caught. Washington catches it, keeps the feet in bounds. Tackle is attempted but missed, and it looks like the Hatchets are in for the score. Colton Combus tried to make a tackle there on the near sideline, but just was not able to get a hold of the receiver, and Washington able to scamper away and put that ball in for a touchdown right as the clock ran out, 3rd quarter.
So the Hatchets finally get on the board. How about
yes,
that?
They do.
Yeah.
So it's not a shutout tonight.
No, nobody enjoys shutout unless you're opposing coach. Yeah.
So the Hatchets now will line up. Looks like they're going to go for the PAT, Jim. We're awaiting the snap. There it is. Oh, low snap, but the quarterback's able to handle it. Up and away, and it is no good as it was inside the near upright. But after 3 quarters of play, the Hatchets are finally on the McAllister Machinery scoreboard. Cougars still lead at 40-60. You're listening to Cougar Football on WRZR Sports. All right, Jim, here we go. 4th quarter getting underway. Both teams back out on the field. Washington posting some points to the board there to complete the 3rd quarter and make this a 40-6 game.
Yeah, the Hatchets, to their credit, they got on the board. Now we got on the 4th quarter. Same thing, 4th quarter, running clock. That 3rd quarter went pretty quick, didn't it?
It certainly did. All right, Hatchets will kick away, and it's going to be a long kick. That's going to go through the back of the end zone, so touchback. That one will come out.
Yeah, that one went. I heard the advertisement there Al put together for the Colts, years ago, right? Indiana got its first pro team. Now they're working on their second one. How about that? The Bears. The Bears.
Okay, let's see. So
I'd say let's just have every major city in Indiana have a pro team.
Why not?
Yeah, I think it sounds good. I really do.
All right, so the Cougars from their own 20 will start this series. 1st and 10, and it will be 11 minutes to go in the ball game tonight. There's a snap. Cougars trying to run one, not really going to get anywhere. Going to be a loss on the play, as that was Dawson Bishop as he gets wrapped up and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Dawson trying to find a hole, just couldn't get out.
Yeah, Coach Fine, I assume we will start seeing a lot of clean jerseys coming in. I mean, this is one point for a coach is good. When you got a big lead, you can start bringing some kids in because you might need them later in the season.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got a few.
We got a new quarterback in.
Bentley Truex is in the game. We do have, as Jim pointed out, looks like we have a new quarterback.
Kason Smith. He's a freshman.
Kason Smith. All right, number 9.
Comes out throwing. What do you think about that?
He throws one. Oh.
Yeah.
That pass was going to be caught by, that was Rain Huff. Rain made the catch, and actually he got hit well before he went down, but the Washington player was on the backside and helped send him downfield about 3 or 4 yards before he even went down. So
kind of pushed him forward.
Yeah, a little bit of a gain on the play, actually.
Yeah, it was.
Looks like he's about a couple of yards short of first down.
Well, one thing for sure for a lot of kids tonight, all over the state, they got their first game under their belt. You know, you know you can do it now, right? You know you can play a varsity football game.
Jacoby Miller checked in for just a few minutes. There's a snap again. Cason Smith, the quarterback, he's going to hang on to it. He's got some legs as he's coming near side, and he's finally going to be forced out around the 38.
He got a first down out of that.
37-yard line is where they'll mark him out of bounds, and it will pick up a first down. Clock continues to roll. We're down to 9:24 left in the game.
Hatchett had his arms around him behind the line of scrimmage. It was like the old greased pig number, and out he came.
All right, looks like we've got in the ball game right now. See if we got some names we haven't seen yet tonight. Dylan Whitmer, just now checking out of the ball game. Looks like Colson Rudich is in the game.
Yeah, we got some new players. Dawson Bishop, as you mentioned, at running back.
We got a few new ones in. All right, there's long pass out there by Cason Smith.
You gotta be kidding
and it's
me.
going to be caught as that is caught by Rain Huff as he picked that one out of the air. He had to come back to it just a little bit, but give credit to the young quarterback. He sent that one a long way downfield.
He did. He rocked that thing.
Catch is going to be made, and then finally looks like Huff will be tackled, brought down at the 20, right at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, I was all worried about his nerves. He told me to shut up, didn't he?
Yeah, he said, look at this.
He slinged it.
Look what I can do.
Yeah.
All right, 8 minutes left in the ball game. 1st and 10 after a long pass from Smith to Huff. Cougars are lined up. Got a running back showing in Dawson Bishop off to the quarterback's right. And it's going to be a quick pitch forward into the hands of Colton Cumbus. And Cumbus is going to be stopped at about the 6-yard line. So Cumbus, that's Colton Cumbus. He'll roll it up to the 6-yard line.
Yeah,
40. Go ahead, Jim.
That was pretty quick play. It was he acted like he had lost control of the ball and kind of handed underneath him, and off he went.
I looked for the pitch to come out to Huff on his right side, and it went up the center to Cumbus, who was able to get it to the 6-yard line. 1st and goal. There's a snap by Smith. He'll hang on to it, run left. He's trying to turn the corner. He's going to get it. He's in.
Yeah, he made it.
He's got the touchdown. So Cason Smith will add to the scoreboard tonight. Cason, the freshman quarterback, who's in to relieve Jason Jones.
How about that?
We got mention
got
of
a holding
possibly
penalty, but
looks like a face mask.
Okay. Well, I'm sure they'll decline and take their points. Yeah. Well, they might put that penalty on the extra point attempt, and that's what they're going to do.
All right. Looks like North Davies will try for the PAT once again. This time kicking Dylan Whitmer, the freshman. Dylan, a 5'10", 160-pounder. He's in for try on the PAT. He'll kick. It's going to be, I think he got it. Nice rainbow on that, but he got it.
Yeah. That's one we had to watch for a while, didn't we?
So that will be a score for the Cougars. And now on the McAllister Machinery scoreboard, it is the Cougars 47, the Hatchets 6. Welcome back, everybody.
The
Cougar
penalty
football
was placed on the kickoff, and so now the Cougars are actually kicking off from their 45 instead of 40.
All right, so we are getting ready to get underway again. Clock is setting at 6:13. Once it begins again, it will not stop unless, as Jim pointed out, for score, injury, and
timeout.
Timeout. All right, it's going to be taken on the fly at the 29-yard line, and the Washington Hatchet return man went ahead and just downed himself. He went ahead and took a knee.
I'm not sure the advantage of that because he didn't stop the clock.
No, Lane Peachy took the stop.
Yeah.
but that'll give them a chance to set up, see what they can do on attack.
Normally that would be a good move because
it wouldn't be a
you're
bad
setting
move.
up play, but when you got a running clock, it isn't to your advantage. One thing about it, the ride to Odin for the Cougars is going to be enjoyable. The boys will yak it up, and
sure.
And the helmet's going back to Odin.
Yeah, it's a big night for the fellas. So
5:27, clock ticking.
Okay, Hatchets come set. Looks like maybe they have made a replacement on quarterback. I believe that's.
I think they have. We got an official asking a question, and I
believe Beckham Gilly is in as well, maybe not. He's coming to the sideline to get the play.
Yeah,
now he'll run back out to huddle.
Not quite sure what we just experienced, but
there was an official timeout because the clock is stopped at 5:22.
Officials timeout, but they actually were pointing at the Cougars like there was an infraction, but there obviously wasn't. So
okay, so the official looks like he's still holding them up. I'm not sure what the call is going to be.
Okay, the official is marching off a penalty on the Cougars, and I'm not quite sure what it was either. They haven't made the They're too many players on the field. And that's the reason that we had a Cougar runoff. They started the series with 12, and that's not allowed.
No.
The rules say 11, right?
Yep. So now we got that sorted out. The clock has restarted. We just about had an offside.
Wow.
You talk about timing a play well. That was Nathan Landeros.
Yeah.
Nathan, wow, he timed that snap perfectly. He met the running back when the ball got to the running back.
Yeah. And you're right. That's the classic safety blitz. He left. He timed it. You mistime it, it's offsides. But if you get it right,
it's beautiful,
turns into
just like that. Yes. And that was a pretty play.
Yeah. And that was a really, really
that was
nice
an old
play.
Troy Polamalu move.
Yeah.
From Pittsburgh. Yeah. Just timing that snap so perfectly.
Oh yeah.
That was a pretty play by Landeros. All right, second down. This time the quarterback will take it. He'll pass to the far side. It's going to be dropped incomplete.
You could have referenced probably anybody on the planet, and it wouldn't have brought the motion. I'm a Browns fan, and I have watched him blitz the Browns so many times. Why did you bring him up?
Sorry,
There's all
Dan.
kinds of players in the NFL, man.
Yeah, there's nobody like Polamalu.
I know. You had to do it. Yeah.
All right. Well, now that I've got Jim in a good mood.
Yeah, you do. Well, we're at 4:05, clock ticking.
We're down to 4. 47-6 is your McAllister Machinery scoreboard. Score at the present time, and Washington's trying to tack on a little additional if they can for tonight. Just playing for a little pride right now.
Showing that blitz again.
And Landeros back after him again, but this time the
kid's got some wheels.
Oh, look at that. The catch is going to be made, and Antoine Tabor finally is out in the wide open. Wow. I thought he had the touchdown run, but he went all the way from the 13-yard line and was finally stopped at the Cougar 3 or 4. It's hard to tell from here. I believe the 4 is what they're going to say.
Man, that was it was all about a 6-yard throw and a 50-some yard run. Yeah, that was amazing.
Yeah, that was a beautiful run. Wow, that was a spark they needed.
Yep.
Just it's not going to make much difference in this ball game, but just for that, for themselves, that we've got some tricks in the bag. We can do some things.
You got something showing on the game film.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, it's far too late in this ball game to worry about coming back with fancy, snappy plays that are going to put you over the top. It's just too late for that. But it's good to see them be able to pull out some plays like that. This time the handoff goes up the middle, and Tabor will go in for the touchdown as he will make the score. So the Hatchets back on the scoreboard for the second time tonight. Both of their scores coming here in the third and fourth quarter.
Yeah, the second half they actually got on the board, right?
That will be 47-12 now is our score, and they will try for the extra point attempt. And the clock will continue to run until they try for the extra point.
Yeah.
So it's now below 2 minutes. They finally call for the ball. There's the kick, and I believe it's in downtown Washington at this point. Wow.
No good. The kick.
It was no good, but you talk about a rocket off the toe of that shoe.
He did.
My goodness, that thing had some steam on it.
Yeah.
Anyway, unable to process the point after. So on the McAllister Machinery scoreboard, with 1:56 to go, it's the Cougars outpacing the Hatchets by a score of 47-12. This is Cougar football on Razor Radio Sports. And welcome back, everybody. We're getting mighty close to finishing this one off tonight, but the Hatchets said we're not going to go that quietly as they post another 6 onto the scoreboard to make this one 47-12.
Yeah, that was all number one there, right?
It was actually some very well executed play.
Yeah.
If they could have had this kind of fervor in the first quarter,
yes,
we'd have seen a much different game.
And it's funny you mentioned that. See, they get this on the film, and then they sit down with the kids and they tell them that. And as silly as it sounds, you say, let's score. Okay, it's a blowout. But those two series, there goes that kick again.
Yeah, that same young man. That is Austin Gilmore.
And they actually can build off that. Yeah, I'm curious here, and I've thought this every year. Those windows on the school, they got to have some special class. They kick them footballs at the school, right?
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, a leg like that young man, he's putting them. It's like he's kicking home runs out here.
Remember when you was in school, that was a no-no, right?
But the sad thing was his extra point was no good.
It was.
Man, it had a mile on it.
I think it still floats. They haven't found it yet.
Sure, it skipped out there in the middle of Highway 57 and scared somebody to death.
Yeah. So we're down under a minute, Bruce, and 47 Cougars, 12 Hatchets, and we've got a game in the book, right?
Yeah,
both teams.
This one's going to be a quick game tonight, but
and let's get out. Nobody getting hurt. Nobody's been hurt yet.
Entertaining,
and that's exactly what's going on now. Coach Fine's taking the knee, and he's like, "Hey, that's enough."
He's just going to let the clock run out. So,
they'll have to do it.
And that's nice out there. Some sportsmanship on the field. AJ Talbert of the Cougars. Not sure if it's a buddy, maybe family. Him and a Washington player embracing, wishing each other a good game. Yeah. It's good to see that these young men
some
can.
Friends. You got the Davis County Fair. You got different things. These kids probably do things with each other.
Certainly they do.
Yeah,
certainly they do. So they'll line up again as the play clock comes down again.
We put that one in the books.
That will be the end of the ball game as the Cougars will pick up an opening night win here at Washington, and convincingly 47-12 will be our final score for tonight's season opener as the North Davies Cougars successfully defend the Highway 57 trophy.
Mm-hmm.
So, Jim, we'll give Jim some time here to get some stats ready for us, and we expect to hear from Coach Fine just here shortly, but we'll step aside just a moment for these messages. And welcome back to Postgame, everybody. Bruce Lukens, Jim Lilly. Opening night of the 26th season, and the Cougars convincingly take the win tonight away from the Washington Hatchets at Hatchet Hollow. 47-12 was our final score. And Jim, wow is a good term for it. And I'm not going to lie to you and tell you I didn't expect the Cougars probably being strong enough to get a victory here, but there's zero way that I thought they would go into halftime up 40-0. Yeah, I don't believe anybody saw that coming to that extent. And Coach Fine has this young men out there in the field, and I see the helmet going out there. You see it? They were carrying the helmet and holding it up. There's something. It built in humans. You got a trophy in a war, like my brother and I. We golf for a Coke, right? Right.
A Coke.
But it's
the best Coke I ever drink when I beat him. But I don't always beat him, trust me.
Right.
But to my point, as you can see them, they're holding the helmet. They did something. They had a goal, and they achieved it. So hats off to them. For the Hatchets, I say this with all the respect in the world. They got a lot of cleaning up to do. The center quarterback exchange, just small things. You'd be surprised how quickly that improves your team.
Right. Some of those errors in the first half, now I say errors, we had interception. We had a couple of fumbles.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You're right. Some of that's just clean up the play. It wasn't forced. I don't believe either of the fumbles were forced.
No,
they were off errors. Okay, so you clean that stuff up. You quit giving teams like the Cougars opportunities to take that ball away and get in the end zone from you. Not such a lopsided score.
Yeah, and without question, it doesn't get any easier next week for them. They go to they got Southridge here, right?
Yeah, Washington is on the road next week.
They
travel, so they will be at Southridge next week.
And Southridge, as we all know, is a very solid.
They
program.
are a powerhouse. Yeah. The Southridge Raiders quite a stout and formidable enemy, and not to take anything away from our schedule next week. North Central.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. We got
another tough team.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. We got North Central at home, and once again, if you want to see your Cougars at home, come out next Friday because it's going to be a little while. We only have 4 home games the entire season.
Yeah, they won't make it back home till September 18th.
Yeah, so they want to get together and do that. But hats off, I think Coach Fine is working himself through to come talk to us. And
we expect to see the coach just any minute. So.
Yeah, and. But for those of you listening, our sponsors, wow. Thank you, sponsors. Thank you, people, for listening. It's going to be a fun year.
Yeah, I look forward to it very much. Like I say, Jim and I had a little time out, and we are back. As I say, Randy, we got the band back together.
Yeah.
And, hey, here we are. We've got Coach Fine.
He's in
the studio, so we'll get his take on tonight's ball game. Coach, first of all, congratulations on a nice victory tonight.
Yeah,
kids were ready to play.
Yeah, that was a solid game in all aspects. Coach, I know that you've had game plan. Did you get to see everything you wanted to see today?
Yeah, we in the scrimmage, we didn't run the ball real well, and sorry, I'm out of breath, but
you're good. You're good.
John want to make sure I got up here.
Oh,
you guys can tell my hustle.
No worries.
We established the run early, which allowed us to get over the top on a few long shots. Jason Jones played well tonight, so
yes, he did.
Yes.
Saw the field, ran the ball well, and then we just spread it out. Everybody had a good game tonight, so we're pretty dangerous offensively when everybody's contributing.
Yeah, and we've seen that, and you had that. Now I know that you obviously there's some new players. You probably were, hey, let's see what they can do. They got a game under their belt now. Now we got North Central coming. Yeah.
Yeah, we have 12 seniors, and it's a situation where they've gotten accustomed to winning. And we won 10 games last year and eighth year before, 7th year before, and so this group of kids, they like to play. They play hard for each other. They're not selfish, which is a plus, and makes things a lot easier. They like to block too. Our receiver is the best receiving core blocking wise that I've had since I've been here. They like it. They enjoy it, and that's going to make us really successful.
Oh yeah. You get these kids that are blocking, like say the ball's not coming to them, and they're willing to block. Yeah, that frees it up. I'm sitting here and see this game and see it from the field. You guys just appeared to be very quick.
Yeah,
you were on the ball fast. You were coming off the ball, and
I'll give a shout out to my. I got a new defensive coordinator. He's not very old. He's 23 years old, I think 20. And
I got shirts that don't coach.
He had us. I know, me too. JC did a heck of a job getting us ready. Man, this was a big night, and he had a lot of nerves going into it, and some shoes to fill. Bobby Owens was my DC, and we've gone to be the head coach of Mitchell, and does a great job, for us defensively. But our kids bought in. It was a little confusing at first and a little bit of change, and they've really bought in and do things the right way. And I knew this group would. So, and I just want to give a shout out to him and my entire staff. We had them ready, and we had a good week of practice, even though it's hot, and it showed. So
and that's something. Even though it is hot and nobody's questioning that, I was thinking the heat index issue that we usually have for this open game.
It's better tonight. It had a little breeze and I was happy with it.
Well,
we had no cramping.
No,
2 years ago we had 6 guys sitting on the sidelines in crucial points, and and they took it to us that time. So
you guys aren't giving time for dust to get on the place for the helmet. You know that?
No,
Yeah.
no. We like keeping it. So
yeah,
we can create another trophy if they want. I don't care. But
yeah,
we'll keep taking them all.
That is a beautiful
VFW and Odin. That trophy's coming back to you, boys. So.
All right, sounds great. Well, Coach Fine, I know that you got some celebration to do. What a great game! Way to open up the season. Is there anything you want to say?
Nope. I'm proud of my guys. Proud of the way we played, and we didn't have any stupid penalties and things. We had a couple of holding things, but that happens.
Yeah,
you're not playing really good on the line if you don't hold a little bit. So
yeah.
No, I'm proud of them. I appreciate you guys, and I'll try to get up here as much as I can.
Yeah, we look forward to talking with you, hearing
good.
from you, and congratulate your guys from us tonight. Well played and executed game tonight, Coach.
Thank you, Coach.
Appreciate you guys. Thanks.
Appreciate it.
And that was Coach Fine, North Davies head coach, and he gets the big win tonight as his Cougars walk away with a 47-12.
Yeah, the helmet goes to VFW. How about that?
Outstanding.
That's a cool thing. And I can see right now that the parents and some of the classmates hanging back. These things, we get it when there's a tough life out here, but for high school kids, this is a big deal, right?
Yeah,
we just won a rival game. We get to keep the helmet.
That's right.
And and especially seniors. I think do the math. Some of the seniors may have never given that helmet over to the Hatchets. You know what I'm saying?
That is true. Yeah, just a great played game tonight. Congratulations to those young men. One of the points, we had a lot to talk about with the coach, a lot of things, but I wanted to point out we didn't have that a lot of times. What you have in high school football is you have one guy with a lot of, he's got one or two targets.
Yep.
And that's it. North Davies plays very well balanced. You've got 5, 6, 7 running backs and receivers out there where he's got time to put the ball in a lot of places, a lot of choices.
Absolutely. It was a balanced attack, and to be honest with you, sometimes when you get a big lead like the Cougars got, it actually robs your chance because there's probably a lot of plays. I mean, Coach Fine wants to live with himself.
Mm-hmm.
You can't.
Yeah, you don't want to blow them out.
No, they're kids, right? And everybody's kids. But
there are things you'd like to see, but yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
It's just the way it is. So
that's a great thing. Thank you, folks, for listening. Hey,
Jim, welcome back, buddy.
Good to work with you again. The band is back together. Not quite like the Beatles, but we're hanging in there. Well, that's a good thing. Nobody sees us over the years developing. Yeah.
Got a face for radio, as my mother always told me. All right, well, that'll wrap it up from Washington tonight. Once again, the Cougars pull out the big win tonight with a final score 47-12 over their cross-county rivals, the Washington Hatchets, and they will return, as the coach said, the Highway 57 trophies going back to the VFW in Odin. Make sure you stop by and take a look and congratulate the Cougars. We'll see you next Friday night at North Davies when they will host North Central. Till then, for Jim Lilly, I'm Bruce Lukens. Thanks, everybody. We'll talk to you.